Hello, 5th grade students. We're back once again with our book Eyes Open number 4 Presentation Plus. Okay, we're going to continue with our classes. We are on Unit 2 and page is 24. Okay, we're going to continue with this activity. On page 24, Discover Culture. Remember, Unit 2, a helping hand. Well, first of all, we're going to use those pictures and you need to describe the pictures. Now there are three pictures. Number one is the big one, and there is a map also. It says India. Number two is this picture, and number three is this one. Okay, the question is, what's the topic about? What are these pictures about? Could be a party. Yes, it's a possibility. Could be a wedding. Yes, it's a possibility. No, picture number three. Could be I don't know what to say. Could be as a party, a wedding. Could be a celebration. No, yeah, and in this picture, no, as a wedding, it's a celebration. Yes. Look, all the three pictures are weddings. No, in picture number two, in this picture, this is a wedding under the sea. Can you see? The bride and the groom, no? And this is another wedding, but this is in India. Okay? Now, work with a partner, look at the photos, the words in the box. Describe the wedding you have been to or seen. How was it similar to the weddings in the photos? Okay. For example, we have the clothes, the food, the music, the couple, the decorations, the ceremony, the guests, the other members of the family. For example, if we talk about clothes, in what picture can you see clothes? Yes, in 1, 2, and 3. No, there are different clothes. No, for example, the last picture is very traditional. It's like a Peruvian wedding. No? Okay. The food in number 1, can you see food? Yes. No, in this part. In number 2 and number 3, no. Perfect. What about music? Can you see something related with music? I don't think so. But maybe someone can say, Mr. On the car, the couple is listening to music. Okay, that's a possibility, no? What about the couple? On picture number 1, there is a couple? Yes. In number 2, yes. In number 3, yes. Decorations. In number 1, number 2 and 3, I could say yes. I could say yes. No? For example, the dress, the flowers, no? Okay. What about the ceremony? I can see the ceremony in picture number 2, in number 1. In number 2, they are going to the ceremony. They're in the limousine or in the car. The guests. Okay, picture number 1, yes, not the guests. Look at the guests. In number 2 and 3, no. The other members of the family on picture number 1, Okay, listen. There are different weddings, no? There are different kind of weddings according to the country. For example, in India, you can see in Peru is different, no? A wedding under the water is totally extreme, no? Or maybe I've seen some videos about a couple getting married jumping out of a plane, no? It's very, very extreme. Okay, let's continue. Find out about the Indian wedding. We are in Discovery Education, a very Indian, wedding. No, we're going to watch a video. Listen, watch the video. Which of the things in the box in exercise 1 does it show? Was it similar to the wedding you described? Okay. Let's see if the vocabulary you set for the picture number 1 are in the video. Okay, that's the first activity. Wedding. I think it's this one. Okay.
A very Indian wedding. In India, weddings are a family affair. Everyone takes part. They are also full of traditions, and some traditions are thousands of years old. This is the bride, the future wife. The night before the wedding, the women in her family draw on her hands with henna, a natural dye. People say dark henna is a good sign. It means friendship between the bride and her husband's mother. The women have done a good job. The henna looks dark, and her future mother-in-law loves it. When they finish the henna drawing, the bride's family and friends dance for her. It is the morning of the wedding, and the workers are busy in the garden. They have been preparing for the big day since the early morning. More than 50 people have been working on the flowers. It is time for the future husband, the groom, to go to the wedding. He rides a white horse, another tradition. The bride is ready and waiting for her groom to come.
Wherever I go, I'll always be an Indian bride.
And the wedding begins. It is a tradition to tie the bride and groom's hands together with a red ribbon. The bride gives the groom a handful of rice as a sign of her love. The third tradition involves walking around the fire to show that they will walk together today and for the rest of their lives. Finally, the groom gently colors the bride's hair with red paste. They believe that the color red will bring them good luck. They are now husband and wife.
Okay, class. The video is over. Now let's see. You watch the excuse me. You watch the video. Which of the thing in the box in exercise 1 does it show? Okay, let's see. Class, the video show us about clothes? Yes. The food, the music, the couple, the decoration, the ceremony, the guests, and the other members of the family. So on the picture it was impossible to see all of them, but on the video, yes. No? Perfect. Now, let's see. Work with a partner. So you are going to work with me. Are the sentences true or false? Then watch the video and again and check your answers. Now let's see. Remember, the idea is to say true or false. For example, number 1 says, weddings in India are very big. Aren't. Negative sentence. True or false? False. Yeah. Okay. The bride is wearing a red dress. Yes or no? Yes. And remember, in one part of the video says that color red is for good luck. Okay. Now, number 3. Women paint light colored patterns in henna on the bride's hand. Light colored. No, it's false. The thousand dances for the bride. Sorry, the husband dances for the bride. True or false? False. Okay. The rice is a sign of her love. Yes, also in Peru, no? Remember? When you go to a wedding, they throw the couple rice for good luck. In this case, sign of her love. Number 6. The groom puts blue paint on the bride's hair. True or false? False. Okay, let's see. Weddings in India aren't very big. It was false. Now let's check the answers. Okay, it's false. Weddings in India are very big. Are, it's a positive sentence. Okay. Now, women paint light colored patterns in henna on the bride's hand. Yes, they paint patterns in henna in their bride's hands, but not light colored, in black, dark. Okay? The husband dances on the fire, on the bride. Sorry, the husband dances for the bride. True or false? False. The bride dances for the husband. Okay? And the groom puts a blue paint on the bride's hair. I said that color red was for good luck. So it's not blue, it's red. Okay, that is the correct answer. Now you can stop the video and I can continue. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Okay. Now let's see this activity. Test your memory. Okay. Work with a partner and answer the question. Why do they paint the bride's hand? Number 2. What preparations do they make on the morning of the party? Number 3. How does the groom arrive? Number 4. Why did the bride give the groom rice? Number 5, the last one. Why does the couple walk around the fire? So listen, this activity you are going to do on our virtual class. So try to get your answers. Okay. Now let's see. Let's continue on the next page. Okay. In this part we have a reading a blog post. No, it's about another wedding. Says a traditional Chinese wedding. No, look at this. There are two pictures. No, there are two pictures, and the couple dressed in red. No, also here there is another picture. No, a traditional Chinese wedding. Now let's see. Work with a partner. Look at the photos of a traditional Chinese wedding. What do you think is happening in each one? What's happening here? They are in the ceremony or they are in the party? Okay, it's a possibility. What's in number 2? They are arriving to the ceremony, to the church maybe? Yes, it's another possibility. Okay, remember in this part you're guessing. Okay, listen, read the blog post. Which of the photo best fits the story? Who is telling the story? The bride, the groom, or someone else? Here you have two questions, no? First of all, read the blog post. So this is the blog post, okay? all this. Okay, and then says which of the photos best fits on the story. So, according to this article, which is the best picture for it? Number one or number two? Okay, and then says who's telling the story? The bride? No, the bride is the girl, no, in wearing in white. The groom, okay, is okay. In this case, they're wearing in dress and in red. Now this is the bride, and this is the groom. Okay, the boy is the groom, or someone else. Maybe not the couple, but someone else. Okay, here I have the audio. You are going to listen.
CD 1, track 26. Listen to the blog post.
A traditional Chinese wedding. I'm going to take a break from my usual blog posts to tell you a personal story. Hope you don't mind. It's a love story with a very happy ending. It's the story of my sister's Chinese wedding. For the last 5 years, my sister has been living and working in Beijing, and just over a year ago, she and her Chinese boyfriend decided to get married. That's where the story begins. In China, weddings aren't only about bringing together two people as they are in the West. They're about bringing together two families. And in the case of my sister's wedding, two cultures. Over the past year, I've been helping her with the preparations, and I've learned a lot about Chinese culture, and particularly weddings. The first thing I learned was that red is a very important colour. It brings good luck, and everything to do with the wedding has to be red. The bride and groom wear red. The cars and the room where the wedding party takes place are decorated with red flowers, and the gifts, traditionally money, are given in small red envelopes. The most important ceremonies took place on the morning of the wedding. First, the groom had to come to our hotel before sunrise. That was really early, and we'd all been up since 5 a.m. He asked my parents to accept him into our family and called them Mum and Dad for the first time. My parents in turn welcomed him into our family and called him Son in Chinese. He then took my sister to his home where she was welcomed into his family. The rest of the day, the party with all the guests, the 10 courses of delicious Chinese food, the music and the dancing, that's all just a bonus. But it was great fun.
Okay, well, this is the reading about a traditional Chinese wedding, no? Remember, the color red is very important for them because it brings good luck. Okay, now let's see. The first question was which of the photos best fits the story? Number one or number two? Number one or two? Okay, you have different opinions, so we will work it in our classes, but try to see, okay? Now, number two. Question number two. Who's telling the story? The bride, the groom, or someone else? Yes, it was someone else. No, it was the bride's sister. No? Okay, let's see. Let's continue working. Read the blocks. Pause again. In which paragraph 1 to 5 can you find the following information? For example, the food and the party. And here you have the first answer, no? Paragraph number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. The presents and the decorations, the importance of the families, what happens on the morning of the wedding, what makes a Chinese wedding different from a Western wedding, why red is so important. Now let's see. Number 1 is already done. Okay, the food and the party on paragraph number 5. Perfect. What about number 2? The presents and the decorations. Paragraph number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Number 4. Okay. Number 4. Wow, what about the importance of the two families? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? 3. Okay. Number 3. Let's continue. What about what happens on the morning of the wedding? Paragraph number 5. Okay. Number 5. And the last one. No, I'm sorry. There are two questions. What makes a Chinese wedding different from a Western wedding? Paragraph number. Okay. This is here. And also, this is here. There are two. And the last one, why red is so important? In what paragraph? Number 4. Okay. Let's check your answers. Good. Good job. No? Here you have the answers. You can stop the video and I can continue. Okay? Thank you. Let's see. Explore the words in context. Okay, listen. Here you have some words in bold, no? If you say in Spanish in negrita, take a break, gift, sunrise, in turns, a bonus. Okay, the idea is this. The idea is to match the definitions with the words. For example, another nice things in addition to what you already have. Another nice things in addition, extra. Aha. You can say a bonus. It's like when you buy CDs, no, a bonus track. No, a bonus track is someone or something, in this case extra. Number 2, since you give someone on a special occasion. For example, if my birthday, so you give me a present or a gift. Perfect. Let's continue. Stop doing something for a short time. It's like relax. Or you say, Mister, I have a break. Okay, take a break. The time when the day starts. In the morning. Yes, the sunrise. And finally, one after the other in order. So imagine you go to the bank, you make lines, you're waiting for a turn, no? One after the other in order, in turns. Now let's check your answers. Good job. Now this is very easy activity, so you can stop the video, I say always, and then you can continue watching. Okay. Now here I have some questions. Think about a blog post, make notes. Do you think the writer enjoyed the wedding? Yes or no? So in this case, the girl who wrote this was the bride's sisters, no? So she enjoys the wedding? Yes or no? Tell me why. Would you like to go to China to a Chinese wedding? Why or why not? Okay. What was the last formal party or celebration you went to? Did you enjoy it? No? Formal party, not informal. How do you prefer to celebrate your birthday? With a big party or a quiet evening? Why? Okay, also you're going to answer those questions in our class. Well, class, it's all for now. you're going to have a formulario, so please, the idea of the formulario is to talk about, or maybe to write, no? To write about a traditional Peruvian wedding. Okay, so you can use this article as an example for writing yours. Okay, the idea is always to write based on an example, and this is your example. Okay, there are 5 paragraphs, so you need to write 5 paragraphs. No, the idea is this, and then you need to read your writing. So you are going to record your writing and send. Okay, and send it to me through platform. Okay, class, it's been a pleasure to work with you. Uh, Remember, any doubt you can ask me. There's no problem, and always be careful. Remember, we continue with COVID-19, so try to be careful with your activities. Thank you so much. See you on Friday. Bye bye.